Well, do y'all spot the problem we have? Look at this trailer. I know it's hard to tell on camera, but the trailer is kicked down. Let me show you why. You can see, look how close this is to the ground. We bought this trailer used a few months ago for a decent price, and somebody had cut the tongue off and dropped it. I guess they were hauling behind a four-wheel drive or something. So this, my little shop truck, it wants to kick down. It's not so bad on my dually. But what we're gonna do is put this tongue back on that tongue. Stick around. Sometimes you're stepping over your trailer. Well, these long bolts, man, they could just rip your leg open. We're gonna do something about that. So not only we're gonna cut this tongue off, you can see the angle here and the angle on this part. We're gonna cut this off, re-weld it on there, put some supports. But we're also gonna take this jack off. I'm gonna turn this plate because it'll fit the channel better, and we're gonna weld it to the daggone trailer tongue. Anytime you're doing this kind of stuff, make sure you got some eye protection and ear protection on. These even got bifocals. Can you believe that? Welcome back to T-Bone After Hours. I'm T-Bone. We got some grinding to do. Cutting, I mean. Okay, so we got a couple of issues here that we're going to address. One, our wiring, and yes, all these lights work on this trailer perfectly. I'm going to cut the ground wire loose, and then this wiring harness slides through the tube. Number one, I don't want to be welding up here and melt my wires. Number two, they welded a cap on here. So I'm going to have to cut this cap off, or either at least make a hole so that I can slide my wires back through this thing. So that'll go there. But I've got to cut this piece of angle off they've got welded here too. Y'all bear with me? Oh, now I got a bunch of grinding to do. Get all this cleaned up. Be right back with you. Be careful. I wish I'd have caught that on camera. Sometimes your disc comes apart. I ought to put more footage in here and make y'all watch me grind. This is going to take a while. All right, so I found my old spool of wire, took some electrical tape, taped it right onto here. And what I'm going to do is that way this wire, when I pull this wire back into the tube, I won't mess it up. Okay, so let's just pull it right through. Come on. And hung up right on the edge. There we go. So let's just take and drop this right through there. Just like that. Then I can hold it up here and tack it back in place. Okie dokie. Pull my wire through here. I'm just going to hold this up here. Right about there. And let's give her old tack-a-rooney to it. In case y'all are wondering, we are going to put some additional bracing under here. And we'll probably use some angle or something on there. Let's tack it a little more. Well, I definitely ain't no pro, but that'll hold. So I found me some 2-inch angle, and just for safety, I'm gonna put in a 6-inch cap and a 6-inch cap. Let's get her cut. Kind of running out of room. cold outside, the doors are shut, and the heat is on. That's what I'm talking about. Always remember that ear protection. Well, I said it before, I'll say it again. I ain't no professional welder, but that doggone thing ain't gonna fall off. Now we got to fix the jack. And we got to talk about galvanized metal. It's poisonous. This stuff will kill you. Well, it's a week later. You can tell all the surface rust. This thing's been sitting outside. So this area here is wider than it is this way. So I'm gonna unbolt this and we're gonna turn it and then I'm gonna weld it on. Then you don't have to worry about these bolts. Y'all hold your ears. Sometimes you just grip it and rip it. Perfect. All right, let's see if we can separate that backing plate. Probably should have done this before I unbolted it, huh? They're getting there. And these old pliers have locks on them. Old KD Tools, made in USA. I've had these old rascals a long time. Come on out there. I think it's kind of stuck. I think a screwdriver. Maybe it'll help. Let's try this one more again. Come on. There it went. Okay, I found it. So this thing was mounted like this. I'm going to turn it and go like that. See, it fits up there nicely. We're going to weld it. But first, anytime you're messing with galvanized steel, you want to make sure, let me get my glasses on, you don't weld on this stuff inside of a shop. Sorry, I'm moving around trying to get situated here. But you want to burn this galvanized off of it. And you can do that with a torch by melting it off. Or you can grind it. But we're just going to heat this bad boy up. And we are outside, so there's plenty of ventilation. And this stuff will just, when you get it good and hot, it'll kind of just melt right off of there. It's hard to tell on camera. It's almost dark out here. And I got on shaded glasses. You know what I mean? But everywhere I'm going to be welding, I'm going to do this. And of course, take a brush and go over it. Y'all stand by. Boy, let me tell you what, that bad boy is hot. I mean, hot. So, clamp it with this. And then we're going to clamp it to the frame. And right there is where I want this thing. It's close anyway. There she is. And clamp that side. Now we'll tack it in place. All right, so I got a big door open and a walk-in door open. We're just gonna tack this thing. Can't see. All right, clamps out of the way. Ooh, them vice strips are even hot. Some gloves on. All right, watch your eyes, folks, watch your eyes. Again, I don't weld every day, but I ain't gonna fall off. All right, I'm gonna do a little wire brushing and whatnot. We'll get ready to paint this before I stick the jack back up there. All right, let's get her painted. Oh, I forgot off camera. Forgot to cut the camera on. I welded that on for the chain. I still got to pull my wire back through, but it don't look too bad. It'll do. Just an old junker trailer. All right, let's see if we can get our jack put back on. Tell you what, let's do it this way. That way to go right on up there. Look at there. Nice and easy. And we'll just push this down. Y'all watch your eyes when you're messing with these big snap rings, because if they come loose, it ain't gonna be pretty. Snap it in. Snappy ring. Oh, there she went, right there. Double check the bottom right here right quick. All right. All right, let's see. Nice. Well, I'll put some grease. Ooh, that grease fitting is about to fall out. Let's tighten that up. We'll put a little grease in it. Great big oversized snap-on channel locks. Ooh, it won't even tighten up. No wonder it's about to fall out. That's not doing much good. Let's see if I can find a bigger one. Yeah, that thing is just wobbling all over the place. I got a Nascal stick. Come out of there. Let's try this one. Will it work? Oh, it grabbed. Let's see here. You know, I could actually get let me get a socket. I didn't check to see if that was standard or metric. Oh yeah, that one's going on in there nice. Let's just don't over tighten it. I don't know how. I'm sure that metal's pretty thin. All right, perfect. Let's get some grease in her. Let's get a little grease. Get on there. Ooh, I see it starting to come out right there. That ought to be plenty. Oh yeah. Now all we got to do is see if we can get our wire fish back up front. Now y'all remember this little spool of wire. Pull our wire back through. Oh, it hung up. Let's set that right there. So I went in the trailer and give it a little wiggle jiggle. Come on. Oh crap. Here we go. Whee! Let's see where it went. Oh, that's right there. Here we go. Oh, something very important. Don't forget to fix your ground wire too. Awesome. Great day. There's stuff on there, wires twisted together. Let's cut this off and redo this. So, yeah, I got green wire. Oh, well, I don't know if I can use red or the pink, or red or the blue thing there. Something just real simple on your trailer wiring. Yellow left, green right, brown park, and white is ground. Simple. Yellow left, your left does both your brake and turn. Isn't that neat? Your right is green. It's going to be ground in this case. So, is your brake and turn for that side. Let's try the red one. Let's see if we can get the smallest one on here. Perfect. These little connectors I bought, that's some little cheap Chinese stuff. It's got heat shrink on them. I know we're having to piece wires. This old trailer, you know, again, it was Ain't nothing special about it, that's for doggone sure. But it'll haul stuff. Now let's heat shrink this bad boy together so it don't fall apart. All right. Oh, I'm dropping stuff. I'm gonna pull this up here. Maybe I'll come here. I don't know. I'll cut it right here and we'll figure something out. Then I'm gonna need to skin that one back a little bit and put an eyelet on there. A self tapper. Hopefully, we'll be in business. And we'll just feed this back up in here. Hopefully. And put a little black tape on it. It'll look like brand new. Since that was my cheapy tape, I just taped the whole doggone thing up. I don't know how many rolls of that cheap tape, but when I want to do something nice and right, I get my 3M tape out. It's just a lot better stuff. Crimp this bad boy on here. And we'll heat shrink this down. I lost my lighter. Now I just got to go find a self tapper. All right. I better set this on the floor because this little dish is glass. I know me, I'll break it. I've seen me do it. Does that fit? Yeah, perfect. Now let's see if I can break the bolt off in the hole. Perfect. Yeah, I know it'll flake off. Just like factory. Yeah, sure. I painted the chain black too. Look more gooder. Wow, that sits up a lot better, doesn't it? Yeah, I gotta show you about this thing. But yeah, remember my hands wouldn't even fit up under that handle. Looks a lot better now. So a neighbor down the road calls me. He goes, "Hey, you want a free golf cart?" I go, "What, free?" Yeah, you'll see why. This old dog been sitting for years now. Tell you what, flat tires. Well, there's one tire with some air in it. Got some extra tires. Of course, batteries are bad. No key, no charger. Well, we're going to tackle this. You want to see the best part? Look at her. Now that's pure hillbilly redneck right there, buddy. It's a club car. Look at her. Well, that one's got a little bit of air in it. It's only flat on the bottom. But we're going to see if we can get this old thing a running. So y'all stick around. Make sure you subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to T-Bone After Hours. I'm T-Bone. Y'all click that subscribe button. Maybe give us a thumbs up. Share these videos with your friends. We'll see you next time. Golly. This is going to be fun. There's stuff growing out of the seat. Whee!